My name is Michael Dean, and I was a helicopter pilot for the Coast Guard and also for Mediflow, Oklahoma. I always wanted to be able to help people. And so with the Coast Guard, I was able to go out and actually rescue people and save people. And in Mediflight, I was able to go and help people at accidents in the hospital, and also help bring back neonatal babies back to the children's hospital. So I was always amazed by how fulfilling being a helicopter pilot was. So whenever we were at work and you're waiting for the next rescue call in the Coast Guard, whenever the search and rescue alarm would go off, it was hard not to go, yahoo, let's go. And then finally had to go and say, unfortunately, people were in dire straits and needed to be rescued. But it was so fulfilling to know that you were one of the only people on Earth to go and be able to go rescue the people out of the dire situations they were in. And the same way with the babies, with the neonatal babies, is we had to get the crew down as fast as we could go rescue the half a pound babies, 1 pound babies, so babies that would not be able to make it back from the the countryside, bringing them in from out at like Idabel or different towns, where it'd be hours and hours in an ambulance if it wasn't for us. So in Mediflight, we were not allowed to go rescue people, but fortunately, while I was missing the Coast Guard, we got a case to where somebody was going to possibly drown on the North Canadian River if we didn't go find them and rescue them because they had a broken leg. And so I got to go and use my previous Coast Guard skills to go and locate and find them and then land in a safe spot to be able to go rescue the guy, and then be able to pick him up and bring him out of harm's way so that he could get to the proper medical treatment. So I was fortunate enough to be stationed in Los Angeles with lots of people and lots of search and rescue cases. So there are hundreds of people that I was actually able to rescue and save who are still here today that would not have been. As well as being with Mediflight, being able to go out to the different car wrecks and the scene flights when people needed you most, and be there just in the nick of time to be able to go and bring life-saving rescues for them. So that's the most rewarding part about it, is being able to help people and being one of the few people that's qualified to fly that helicopter and to do it safely to bring the crews there.
Good morning, my name is Captain Jeremy Gower. I'm a captain in the U.S. Air Force. I was previously a navigator on the AWACS and now I work in finance. I was inspired to join the military. Both my grandfathers were served. Unfortunately, I never met either one of them. They both passed before I was born, but my dad served as a firefighter in our local area. So service before self was definitely ingrained in us as we were children. We kind of got used to the lifestyle of making sacrifices for those around us, and I think that I carried that forward into my service. So I initially commissioned in the Air Force as an officer. I was picked up to fly as a navigator. I went through a couple years of training for that. I was assigned to the AWACS, which brought me here to Tinker Air Force Base in Oklahoma. Unfortunately, for me and other navigators, the Air Force has picked up planes that are more technologically advanced that no longer require navigators. So in a sense, I lost my job. But that allowed me to transition to more of the support services and serve as a finance officer here at Tinker. With that role, we work in budget, so we manage and oversee the base's spending budget to make sure that we are being good stewards of taxpayer dollars. So a couple moments of my service that I'll never forget. Day one was commissioning day, where I actually was able to pin on the rank of second lieutenant. I was able to have my parents and now wife pin on that rank for me, which was a huge honor. Another one was the day that I earned my wings. So as an aviator in the Air Force, or really anywhere in the military, once you finish your flying training, you bestowed the honor of wearing the wings on every uniform that you wear for the rest of your career. The most challenging aspect so far in my career has been just separation from family, which is something that all service members go through. Like I said, my dad was a firefighter, so we kind of got used to him being gone every other day, working 24-hour shifts. But just being geographically separated constantly can be a struggle. Like now, for instance, my wife and I have two little girls, a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old, that live 18.5 hours away from their grandparents. So it's not going to be a normal life for them, and that can be a challenge sometimes to face. So some info that I would give the general public is, oftentimes, those that are serving or those that are veterans are thanked. We appreciate the military discounts at different businesses that support us, and we appreciate all the free stuff on like Veterans Day and that sort of thing. But something that I would like to pass on is oftentimes the family members of the one that's serving sacrifice way more than the actual service member themselves. For example, when we're deployed, we're downrange, we're doing our mission, we have something to focus on. Where for the families that are left back home without that family member, that person's just ripped away from day one, and they're expected to survive just with that person being gone for 4 to 6 months at a time, potentially every 4 years or every 2 years. So that's 25% of the time that service member could be ripped away from their family, and they're expected to survive without them.
In sharing the stories of Michael Dean and Jeremy Gower, we gain a deeper appreciation for the sacrifices made by those who serve. Their courage, resilience, and unwavering commitment to duty are a testament to the human spirit. As we reflect on their lives, let us be inspired to live with purpose and make a positive impact on the world.